just coming up on Fort Augustus. Really tough portages back there. Some of the locks were being done up, new gates were being put on. So we've had to use a cord to pull ourselves over to the other side and then drop the boats down a steep bank. Some of these banks are just great big boulders and they go straight down. Not much room for us to drop into our boats. So skillfully we've worked together as a team, helped each other, and managed to get back onto the water. There we are, Port Augustus. There you go guys, we made it this far.
Yeah, halfway home.
Bridge of Oik, Fort William. On to Loch Ness. Are you good?
He's going to turn it tonight. And then it'll turn again.
Get mine off the wheels yet, but yeah. Okay, we are 1/3 of the way down Loch Ness. As you can see, the water is quite calm. The wind has changed direction this morning, so it's against us. It's just a gentle breeze, so shouldn't cause too much of a problem. We have got to get to the other side, and our campsite is probably about another third down there. We will have facilities on this one, about time. A couple of days without the facilities is creating a bit of a problem. All our gear is wet still from probably the last 2 nights, so it'd be nice to get there early. 10 miles we reckon this one is. I did do some photography here this morning, but I didn't vlog it. I will show you the pictures. It was taken with the Fujifilm X-T1, and I've just got some nice portraits and while the water was calm. And I've also got this really cool single tree. So that's quite a rare thing because you need a boat to get here. So I think that's kind of special. Seen loads of lovely wildlife here. We saw some goats back there on the mountains yesterday. Tawny owls or well, every evening we've had so far.
Let's get to the point and stick the nose up on the beach and make an idea to put the camera back.
We're on day 4. We are 1/3 of the way from the end of Loch Ness, which is that way. We've had a bit of a paddle today. We crossed over Loch Ness and then come to the other side and paddled up to here. This is what is this place? Let me just find out. Urquhart Bay, I believe, if it's pronounced right. And we come in here, set up our tents, home for the night, and we've got a little fire on the go. So, is that a hiking thing or?
No, canoeing. Opens.
Oh, okay.
Come down the Long River. But we're going to the St Anne's Bay Museum. Super happy. They make the museums.
Hey, how you doing? I was just doing a video.
Oh, nice. Look at you living it up.
Yeah, we've got a fire pit. Hello.
It's Dada.
How are you? Where's your daddy? Where's your daddy? Where's Dada? We did 16.19 kilometres today, and that took 4 hours 46. We had a little break in between. I had a pot noodle and bacon bat. Yeah, we moved around. I'm hoping to try and get a sunrise tomorrow if I can. If I get time. With the jetty that leads, it looks like it's heading towards the sun, so I might be able to do something with that. We'll see in the morning. Good morning. I'm at the end of the pier this morning, just looking down here. Got a lovely sunrise. You can see that. I'm just, yeah, I'm in awe. It's absolutely calm on the water. But yeah, this is my composition. I'll just show you on the back of the camera, you can see everything. So you can see my histogram's got a tiny little peak. That's going to be the sun, so I won't be able to recover that, but it looks like that when I look with my naked eye, so you can allow for some blowout near the sun. But yeah, I've got lovely angles flowing into the shot from the sides, so if you like, I've got almost arrows with the reflection pointing inwards, even on this side as well, pointing inwards. And I put the boat on the middle of the horizon, slightly to off centre. I don't want it to be perfect, and I couldn't move over any further on the deck in here anyway because I'm right on the edge. So yeah, that's it. F11 RSO 200. I'm on aperture mode because I'm trying to work a bit quickly, and it's just easier just to move the compensation knob back and forth to get the exposure I want. So yeah, then don't forget this on the XT1. On the XT1, this keeps turning itself off. Annoying. Wish it just stayed on. And there she is. Beautiful shot. Got up a little bit earlier here. Stuck my head out of the tent. Didn't really have time to get out of my PJs. What up? Check that out. Very nice. are at Garrett Lock. There. And this is our final destination. Ray's gone off to go and get the car. We didn't expect to see him until about 10 o'clock. We don't think he's on the bus at the moment, or he might just have got back to Fort William. But yeah, we're all set up, we're pitched here. We've got the key to facilities, so we've got showers. We did have a cafe, but that's shut now, so we missed food. We just had our last meal out of a packet, which I kind of didn't want to do on the last day, but there you go. So I hope I got a few good pictures here, and I will share them with you in this video. If I haven't already, you probably would have seen them. It was a challenging challenge, and I didn't get as much time as I thought to mess around with the camera. There are a few things here that I could recommend. One is IKEA bags. Absolute godsend when you're moving gear out of your boat. So one for the back, one for the front. I kept all my camping stuff in the back so I could move all my camping stuff in one go to a site, because it might be further away from the boat, but it's really handy to move it over to it. There's a few things that just worked, and they just worked brilliantly. I wouldn't change anything. All my gear was absolutely spot on. I used everything. That's number one to me. Don't bring stuff that you don't use at all. That's a waste of space. But I did manage to get some photos, so I'm quite happy with the way it turned out. So what next? What next? I don't know. Maybe the Medway. Medway is quite a good little place to take a couple of boats. I probably wouldn't do photography. I'll probably just stick to the kayaking because it only fits in the back of a katana. And that's a smaller boat. This one's got quite a few hatches. You've got the rear hatch. You've got the food hatch. I call it the food hatch because it's behind you and it's in the middle, and food weighs a bit, so put it there. And then I've got my treats during the day, snacks and stuff in the little front one. And at the very front I kept all my electronics and camera gear, and it kind of weighed the balance out quite nicely. Vango Banshee with a ground sheet. Definitely use a ground sheet on any tent. If it's wet, it folds up inside the sheet and you know you got it square. So tuck everything into the ground sheet, fold it 3 and then roll it, fit in the boat every time. And the other thing is, when I packed the tent in the boat, it fit long ways, well, sideways. So I knew the tent was there, easy access. I can pull it out, set it up. I took the grill with me, only used it once. We bought some apple burgers at Fort Augustus, the previous 2 stops ago, and had them. They were delicious. We had a little fire pit at the last place and had them. Get yourself a waterproof camera to put in your buoyancy aid, and it takes knocks, bangs, gets wet. I washed the lens in the water, take a photo with it. It's just there, it works. It's better than bringing your mobile phone out, especially when you put it in a pouch and you're trying to take a photo through the I don't know what it is, the plastic, silicone plastic that is on it. It just comes out blurry, so get yourself one of these. I paid 70 quid for this. It is a refurb, it's on eBay. Just look out for them. I think they're brilliant. And you can remote your mobile phone with all the other way around. You can use your mobile phone to remote onto this and download the pictures, edit them on your phone, shove them up on your social media. Brilliant camera, works. Pea pot. Now, you see these on Amazon. This is just a pea pot. This saved me so much. One night I peed about 3 times, and it helped me, well, saved me getting out of the tent. If you get out of the tent, I find that you have to put your shoes on, you stand up, you go outside, it's cold, and by the time you finish having your pee, you're wide awake, so it's hard to get back to sleep. At least with this, you're lying down, pee in a pot, shove it outside the door, empty it, bring it back in again, and ready again for the next time. I just find that so simple. Didn't see it before, but that works. This chair here, that's a little Thermarest. I've owned it for, how long have I had it? I've had it for years. I had that one, probably about 6 years. I want to say 4 to 6 years, 4 to 6 years. And I've never really used it on a camp. So this is the first time I used it. It fits in the boat perfectly. It's a brilliant little chair. I don't think you can buy it anymore, but if you see one online, or even second hand, get it. Because if you own a motorbike, that fits in the back. You don't have to buy fancy foods. Just get a pot noodle and empty it into a silver foil packet. Keeps the size down. The pots are too big, so I wish pot noodle, if you're listening, you should definitely make little sachet packets that you can just fill with hot water, and a bit like the porridge sachet packets. That's just an outdoor thing. It just saves a lot of time and mess and rubbish. It's just something you can easily transport home. We had a couple of days where it's just really hard to dry everything. Everything gets wet. Doesn't matter if it's in the tent, it's damp. Your pillow just has a slight dampness about it. Your bedding has a slight dampness about it. Just wait for a good day and then you can just put it all out and it quickly dries. Everything dries really quickly. And get yourself a sports towel as well, microfiber. They're really fast drying. I had a shower tonight and it dried within a couple of hours. And I've just rolled that back up and it's ready to go. Use again tomorrow morning. Clothes. I had 3 sets of clothes. I had my nightwear, PJs and a t-shirt. My daytime wear, which was shorts and a thermal underlayer. And then I had campsite wear, which I'm wearing now, which is just a pair of light trousers that dry really quickly. I've got an over trouser in case it sort of rains. Same pair of shoes. I bought these before I left. Got them from Blacks. I think they're about 70 quid ish. But they're alright. And then I got the 3 layers underneath me. I've got a cotton long sleeve t-shirt like thing at the bottom. I've got a mid layer, and then I've got this down jacket. And then I just take something off if you get too hot. And if you get too cold, just add something back on. And even when I was sleeping, I got cold in the night, just put my down jacket on, back to sleep. So yeah, work in layers. Don't just buy one thing that covers all of it. And I think that's about it. There's a few people I want to thank here actually. So I want to thank my wife for letting me get away. And yeah, I'm missing my kid like crazy. And I want to thank Ray and Evan for allowing me to join them on this trip. I did have to chase them to make sure I was on it. But yeah, grateful to be here. Yeah, and anyone else who's helped us along the way down the canal. All the people on the locks have been quite friendly, even though we were told they weren't really. And a campsite halfway down, or a third of the way down Loch Ness, for allowing us to stay there. I'll give you the name, but I'll drop it in the description down below. Yeah, I just want to thank everyone that's made this possible. Thank you very much.